Hmm. It looks like Arishu. That name is very familiar. I wonder, could it be the one I'm looking for? I'm not sure. I'll have to go ask the locals. Maybe one of them will be able to help me find him. Do you happen to know of Arishu? Could you take me to him?
Oh, he's not here right now. He will be returning shortly.
I see. Well, thank you for your time. If you happen to give him a message, tell him about the Codex. I will speak with you later.
Who might you be, stranger?
Ah, you must be Arishu. I've heard much about you. You responded to the Codex.
I was returning from a hunting trip. I do live in this village.
Well, I did guess that, but I wasn't expecting a demon of your power to be living with mere humans.
I have my reasons.
Well, it is not my job to meddle with that. But what I
Why
will
are you
ask of
here?
you is, why are you here? You had the
That is
power.
a long story.
You had the power to take on Shakar.
Of course I did. Centuries ago, though. You must be hungry after your...
A little bit, but it's not bad.
And what might your name be, traveler?
I am Sai Wong.
And what makes you think that I trust you, Sai Wong?
I don't expect you to trust me, but what I do expect you to do is listen to what I have to say. I know that you are not satisfied with the reign of Shakar. He is a tyrant. He does not deserve the power that he has been given.
I would agree with that. Let's go inside. It is getting late. Now, what is it that you truly came here for, Sai Wong?
Other than my search for you, Arishu, I came here for knowledge. I am what many other demons call scholars. They do not appreciate the search for knowledge like I do.
I didn't think many of those existed anymore.
No, not many do. I am unfortunately not appreciated anymore.
Interesting. Let me guess how you found me. Two other beings told you where I was.
I did not find you just by them, but yes, there were two of notable importance that helped me to find you.
I should have ended them when I had the chance.
Well, whether you ended them or not, I'm here now.
And what makes you think that I will willingly give up the information you seek?
I don't expect you to give it easily. However, I do know that I might have something that you'd be willing to trade me for.
And what would that be, Cylon?
In my
There is
travels
not
to find you, I have come across many interesting relics that this world has either created or found from other realms.
go on.
I have two such that I believe you will find of interest. The first one, and this is the lesser to you, is an orb. I have not been able to explore its full capacities yet, so I'm not quite sure what it does. But the second is much more interesting. It is a well of sorts. It appears to have an endless supply of energy surrounding it. However, no relic that I have responds to this energy.
Hmm. So you found it then. The Well of Eternals.
I see you know about it.
Of course I do.
So,
Hmm.
what do you say I provide you with information on the location of the well, and you help me in my research?
You came here to dethrone Shakar, am I right?
Yes,
You would need a weapon of immense power to do that.
I would, and the only one I know of is in your possession.
And what makes you think I have it? That I didn't destroy it?
Well, the tales of your fight against his army lead me to believe that you are powerful enough even without it, but with it, you are strong enough to defeat him. And it's not likely a great warrior such as yourself would get rid of such a powerful weapon.
You are right. I did keep a few relics from my past. Some that might be of interest. The ancient armor,
Ah, yes. Not many were made.
in all actuality,
Very interesting.
it is one of the few things I still have from before my people were eradicated.
Yes, I heard that you lost most of your people. That, I
Not
believe,
most, all of them.
yes, I believe that is yet another reason for you to defeat Shakar. He is murdering innocents now.
You have brought much information, young one. And who are you to Shakar?
I am not much. He has granted me, I say granted, but it isn't a gift. It is a way to keep me in check. A small section of the land and a small group of people over which I now rule. Although I did not initially want this responsibility, now that I have it, I care for the people I was given.
As any leader should. There is something I wish to show you. All if you dare. No mortal can touch it, let alone wield it. Go on.
I see. I did not think that weapon even existed. I thought the gods had hidden it away.
It was a gift to me.
Very interesting indeed.
They felt threatened by Shakar, but in turn found one worthy of wielding it. And you speak of a way that can be used to restore the blade.
Yes, I'm not entirely sure, as I have not had the blade itself to test, but a resonance, if you will, echoes from the broken blade, and it matches that of the well.
You are smarter than you seem, and you are correct. Why do you think people build shrines to great beings?
Well, from my experience, it is to admire their power.
And to protect it. Come closer to this shrine and look at the water and notice how strange it is.
I can tell that there's something off about the water. Although, what,
Try
I
walking
don't
on
know.
it. Watch and observe, young one. It is tangible to be walked on.
Well, now it is quite obvious that you have the power to defeat Shakar. Now the question is, why do you not defeat him?
An old fool like me is much wiser than I seem. I came to this realm after the Great Wars, and put much of my power to creating parts of this world as it is now. I cannot leave this world. It is my duty to guard it.
I
I'm
see.
surprised anyone could even find me.
Well, it did take me many years to find you.
It's the reason I came here. To get the weapon far from Shikar's reach, and the reach of any other. You are wise, young Saiwong. Matter of fact, I knew a Saiwong 5 trillion years ago. That couldn't
Interesting.
be you, could it?
Well, considering I have no memory of my life before a demon, it's hard to say, but the chances of that are very slim.
I am old but wise at Thrawn's sake. Do you wish to see the weapon?
I do.
You'd probably assume this is no ordinary shrine.
Does it perhaps have something to do with the unusual energy that I felt?
Yes, it does.
I see.
Are you sure you want to see it?
Yes, I'm sure.
Very well. This is Arch Carnivorous. Impressive, isn't it?
Yes, it is quite impressive.
Are you sure you were not followed?
Yes, I made sure to cover my tracks very well. I have made a few enemies in my time. Well, I guess that's to be expected considering the amount of power that he has gathered.
The night is no longer safe, as I also expected. Do you not have any armor, young one? These
No,
scholars not wear armor anymore.
I have a strong affinity to auras and magic, so I have not had a need for any type of armor until now.
We're lucky I always keep a spare that I forge. Yet another relic from my ancient past. It suits you well.
I thank you for
It's
this
heavy, isn't
gift.
it? I once had an apprentice. Quite a great one at that. You have actually met them.
I have.
Liloa Cree, but they
Yes,
go by the name Lil.
I have met them.
The first person I saved during that war. That accursed war. So long. And how are they faring these days?
They are doing well. Unfortunately, Shakar does not particularly like them, so they have faced troubles,
What
but they are strong. Nothing
kind
less
of
than expected
troubles?
for being your apprentice.
It's been long since I've seen a sunrise. Normally the nights here last weeks. Have you ever been to Earth before, Saiwon?
When I was first cast out, and I began my search for you, I visited here briefly, but on such a weak-looking planet, I did not expect you to be here.
That is why I chose it. You must leave.
Yes, now that Shakar's learned of the location, it looks like it won't be safe for you to reside here any longer.
This will seal well. No one will have access to it, unless no harm can be done with it. I'm actually tempted to go join you on your quest, instead of fleeing to another world. I guess youth does have an impact on the old.
Whatever your decision, I will honor it.
We will not be able to follow farther objectives. I know these lands well. I have lived here for centuries. There are places he will not be able to follow. And one is distant. You could say it's a realm I aided in creation of. This world is beautiful, isn't it?
It is. I can see why you have found interest in living here, even with its strange properties.
Yes, indeed. Something's off. When was the last time you checked if you were being tracked by a spell?
Well, I believe the last time that I checked was roughly a week ago. I found a temple that was built by some of these people, and although they are primitive, I wanted to make sure that they hadn't found some sort of magic.
And why is that?
All of their relics, although they did not seem to know how to use them, they somehow had a very surprising amount.
Of course they do. I'll help you against Shikar. It's strange. Never turns day or night except once every week.
I fear it's because Shakar is getting closer. His power is influencing.
You want to watch for falling into the abyss.
I have read about the Abyss, but Most worlds that I have visited don't have open access like this.
And it seems my old friend is still here. I do hope you are prepared.
I have a few spells that I can use.
None that will be of use. All magic originates from this realm, as it originates from that beast. Did you know Shakar's powers run off this realm?
I suspect, based off of what you have told me. However, I have no guarantees.
Of course, I will leave you truthfully. I will deal with the pillars. You must strike the beast down.
I should be able to do that. Although it is hard for me to handle this power, I can
As it is
definitely
for anything.
feel the difference.
The beast will not last long. Once destroyed, Shakar's powers will be no more. You want to know something interesting about that sword?
What is it?
The true wielder can hold it without bursting into flame. You seem to be doing very well without bursting into flame.
Well, I can feel the pressure from the sword.
He knows what we're doing.
You can feel his power fading.
It would you think you'd actually have the power? You have done it, Taiwan. And yet...
There was a remnant of his power. I am not sure what it is or how it exists, but I have taken it to keep it from the hands of any other demons who would try to rise to the level that Shakar got.
Where might you be, young? May I ask?
I used part of that fragment to open a portal, although it was done on instinct. I believe it is taking me back to the demon realm.
The Nether, as you have succeeded, Sai Wong, my end has come. I knew this day would come. I wish you good luck.